Okay, today we have a beer from a town called Petaluma, California, which is just above San Francisco, just north of San Francisco, that is. Lagunitas Brewing Company. Interesting brewing company out of the Petaluma. As I mentioned before that, it was out of the town called Lagunitas, California, hence the name, I suppose. Founded in 1993 by a guy named Tony McGee. They're one of the nation's fastest growing brewing companies, as a matter of fact. And as of the last check, I don't know if it's open yet, but they were planning on opening up an offshoot brewery in Chicago, as a matter of fact. So I'll have to double check and see if that's been done yet. Unique kind of brewery in that they're kind of known for, how do I put this, irreverent text on their bottles. This one we're going to get to. This one probably takes the cake. And also iconoclastic interpretation of traditional beer styles as well. So they have interesting kind of stories behind their beers, and I guess Tony McGee, a huge music fan, he did a series of beer in homage to Frank Zappa, also I believe Steely Dan, among other musicians. So kind of got that California kind of quirkiness about them. This beer is an American Amber / Red Ale. It's Lagunitas Uncensored, coming in at 6.75% alcohol by volume. We've done a lot of red ales, so I'm not going to bore you with the details of the style too much. The catch-all kind of dark ale American style that we're very, very familiar with many beers. This beer wasn't always called Censored. As a matter of fact, it was once called Chronic, Kronik. However, it was censored by the federal label, the censorship agency, whatever the heck they're called. They claim it was a reference to marijuana, so they said you cannot name this beer this. So as a kind of a joke, Lagunitas decided, all right, well, we're going to keep the same label, but we're going to put a big censored tag on the front of it. So there you have Lagunitas The Censored, rich copper ale, American Amber ale. We'll pour this into our Donnybrook Stout pint glass as we open her up. And as we pour it into the glass, we get that dark red kind of pour that you're used to with the style of beer. Just a nice looking half finger of head on this, as you can see. It's a dark, hearty kind of looking brew. Nothing too surprising as far as the pour goes there. And we'll get the aroma now of Lagunitas Censored Rich Copper Ale. 35 IBUs, by the way, so the maltiness is a little more prevalent in this. Kind of getting the candied tones, maybe the caramely kind of tones. Just very malty, not extremely fragrant, but a beer that definitely has, you can tell, kind of has some body to it. I'm judging by the color mostly. And we'll get the taste now of Lagunitas Censored Rich Copper Ale. You're definitely getting that hearty kind of red ale kind of bite to this beer. Goes down pretty smoothly. I'm expecting a little bit of bitterness. I'm getting a little bit of hop bitterness in the taste. Maybe a little bit of bitterness on the back of the tongue as it kind of goes through. Just a little bit, not too much. Crisp, good tasting. Malty, but not too malty. I would just say about what you would expect from your American Amber Red Ale. Very solid representation of the style. I'm not blown away by it. Not anything too different than many of the others of the style. But definitely a very quaffable beer, very sessionable beer. Just nothing to write home about, I don't think. Nothing unbelievably great, but not that bad at all. I'll give Lagunitas Censored Rich Copper Ale, a 7 out of 10.